Girl, we ain't even went out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey Bad Girl. I'm Candy,
Hey, AKA Halo.
and we got special guests with us. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Shelly Shell Sunshine.
Just Tasha. Okay.
Okay, Tasha and Shelly Shell, Sunshine. Or
Yeah.
Sunshine Shelly Shell.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine Shelly Shell.
Oh,
Gotcha. All right, y'all. We're gonna kick it off by asking y'all a few questions. Answer honestly.
Please don't be scared, y'all. Don't be scared now. Look, Shell, like I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. Have you ever been in a relationship as soon as you break up, they turn into a whole better person for the next person that you've been into?
Of course. Glow up. Gym. Get your
Yeah.
credit up. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Boss up. That's motivation to do better.
But I hate that because it's like, why you couldn't be better for me when we was together?
That's
Why
true.
do I have to? Why did you have to take this long for the next person? Like I don't understand
Like
that.
you done invested all of this work into this man,
Mm-hmm.
and in order for him to go to the next person, and then he's
He better for them.
better for them.
You just may not be the right woman.
And-
Sometimes it be like that.
Ooh.
You can invest a lot of times in a man for a season for somebody else.
That's so messed
That might
up.
be right
No,
at that time and the right man for you.
I
He
look at
could
it like
just be for the moment.
exactly, and I do look at it like sometimes you build a man. And
Yeah.
To me, if I built you and I sent you out there and you doing something with somebody else,
Mhm.
yeah, in a sense, it almost made me feel some kind of way. But at the same time, I did that,
Yeah.
so I'm not mad no more.
Mm-hmm.
You
But see,
molded
that's
him
my
into that.
yeah, that's my take on it. We all gonna grow and learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
true.
the biggest thing about it is that project, as I'm
Mhm.
gonna call them, may not have been for you at that season. You know,
Have you ever been in a situation where it ended badly or it ended on good terms?
I've been both.
Both.
Yeah. I had one that was bad, like stupid bad, like jail time, like lock up bad.
Wait, you got locked
Yeah,
up?
I always go to jail. It always be me, but yeah. And then I
Damn.
had one that ended out good. We understood that, you know what, this just not for us. We just not gonna do this, and it's best that we just be friends. And as
Yeah.
long as we can be friends, it is what it is. But the next may not like it because our friendship is still gonna stand.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it be like that sometimes. I just look at it like this. My whole thing is, if it did not work on this situation, I charge it to the game and keep moving.
That's a good one. That's a
'Cause,
good way to look
Yeah,
at
because
it.
you learning. Life
Yeah.
is nothing but a learning experience. And to
Yeah.
me, where I am, that person may not have been. So I can't bring you to where I am. You gotta want to grow and manifest on your own.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? I'm there to guide and I'm there to go with. But at the same time, if you're not there on my level, that was on me. You
I
know
love
what
it,
I'm saying?
pimping.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but the whole thing about it is facts, though.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes we as women, because we just want that companionship,
Yeah.
we find ourselves scraping and we end up getting something that we think that we want. So we figure, oh, well, I could fix him up here and I could fix him up there and I could dress him this way. Yeah, you're doing all that, building a man. And guess what you did? You
Rob
did
the
that
builder.
project.
For somebody else.
Yeah, you set that project up for the next woman. That ain't for you. Because to me, if it's for me, I ain't got to do all that work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He should be on my level. He should come there. He should either compliment me or do better than me. So therefore,
Period.
I'm
That
growth.
part.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I was in a stage in life trying to dress a man up how on my standards, and I was like, "Why you a grown man? Why am I doing that?" So yeah, that was a waste of time.
Because you seen the potential in him.
Yeah, I
Most women
did.
see the potential.
But sometimes we are at a certain place in our lives and we were raised a certain way that you try to bring them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to meet them where they are. If they were raised that way, that's who they are. You
That's-
can't bring them into your world.
And I think
And
that's
that's
the
They
problem
would
with
never
most
know
women.
how your world is because they weren't raised like that.
True. Because I
So
was
in
trying to do that.
actuality, you doing the things you know how to do your way,
Yeah.
and they were raised a completely different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about what you asking. You're talking about a man. So honestly speaking, when you think about it, a man is not complex. We complex. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And a man will be honest with you, and we really will decipher it as if, oh, he just bullshit. No, he's being honest with you. It's just as a woman, we don't want to accept that honesty because it's too raw there. We too
Yeah.
busy trying to get that illusion, or we trying to have that fairy tale that ain't really real. I mean, let's just be honest. We always get upset at the next race that take over the black man's race. You know what I'm saying? They pull in a black man. But let's just be real. Most black women got what? Straight attitude.
Yeah.
Nobody want
Yeah.
to deal with that.
That's why they go for the white women.
And I mean, they go to the next race, period,
Mm-hmm.
because they're calm. You know what I'm saying? Or they may be passive.
Yeah.
But that's just it. I think a lot of times that's messed up for us though, because as a black woman, to me, your presence is known, not your attitude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't get you nowhere. That doesn't carry you nowhere. And as you grow, it just seems as though to me that as you grow, each stage that you're growing, you should be growing in from within. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about what you're doing on the outside of your body. It's all about what's in here. Because if you growing in here, you'll look at that man, you won't be mad at him for just being him. Because he wasn't complex to start with. He told you he ain't shit. When he came to you and you seen what kind of uniform he had on when he approached you, you saw what he was driving. And then when y'all went out on your first date, you saw what happened.
Yeah.
You knew where y'all went, the restaurant he chose. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you can't get mad at you had a low budget digging. You wanted something higher than that. Your expectations was higher, but look what you did. You accepted him to who he was when he came in the door.
Keyword expectations.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. So my thing is, as a woman, if it's something you looking for, it's okay to let the other ones go. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's lonely or
y'all hear that?
quiet, it's okay.
Write
you
that
don't
down.
have to sit there and take everybody in because you don't want to be by yourself. Or you thirsty right now. You ain't had nothing in a minute. No, if you a woman about that and that's what you want to, can you cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're just a woman and all you want to do is fuck, then you need to be woman enough to know that that's what I did.
Yeah.
And you let him go on about his business.
Facts.
But if you trying to house him, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Dude didn't even come to your house. He caught a ride. So what you mad for?
Right. We gotta move better, ladies.
Do better.
We gotta do better, move better, all that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do better.
My daddy always said, make sure they were an asset, not a liability.
There we go.
That's a shirt right
It
there.
went a long way with me.
And that
in
came
life.
from a man. A man.
That's a
full of
Twitter
many traits.
That's a Twitter quote right
That's a
there.
Twitter quote.
Yeah. To tell his daughter that, yes.
Yeah.
And he actually got up at a wedding and said that to one of his nephews. Make sure your spouse is an asset and not a liability. If you feel like you're putting more in, taking out than putting in, it's not for you.
Yeah.
And in the relationship, it's the same way. If you feel like you deposited or taking out more than deposited,
Yeah.
Yeah.
done deal.
Yeah. I agree.
It's work.
I agree.
So that's always stuck in my mind. Be an asset, not a liability. Don't pick up liabilities. Liabilities have been problems.
Yep.
You don't need problems. Problems cost me too much money. I don't like the waste.
It do.
I really don't. I don't like the waste.
Speaking of liabilities, have y'all ever been in like a bad breakup to where y'all made a man cry?
Nope. They be faking that shit.
No, some of them be real.
Oh.
Yeah.
They be crying for real. I ain't never
That's
experienced
one
that.
time. I thought it was a joke, but until my mom actually made me realize it was serious. Like, he really proposed. I was like in 11th grade. And
He proposed?
like had a ring and everything in my locker, and my mom was like, baby, she is just so not ready. Like, she is just not the person you gonna marry. And I think it really broke his heart at that particular time, because that was the first time I ever seen him cry like that. And I'm like, oh my God, but we were just so young.
Right.
But I was happy that my mom actually made it, because I, at that particular age, didn't know how to
At 11?
dialect.
No.
I was in 11th grade.
Oh, 11th
so
grade.
I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
But he was
no.
like 18. So at that particular time, my mom's like, look, let me just tell you, she's not the one for you. Like, just ain't her alley. Like,
Damn.
not her cup of tea, not what she need to be doing right now.
Yeah, not at 17.
No, exactly.
No.
So that was like the first time. But I thought it was, but it was really serious.
But let me ask you this question. Since you said that, from a woman's perspective, if you actually impact a man's life to that point, how does it make you feel?
Me personally, it makes me feel powerful.
It made me feel bad.
It makes me feel powerful.
Why
But
is
if you
that?
break their heart, how does it make you feel? Because if you're saying no to something that they're wanting, that's hurting someone else's feelings.
Maybe because I feel powerful or whatever, because they had the person that I was with at that particular time, they had hurt me so many times. And when get back came, they couldn't handle it.
That comes from hurt people.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
Hurt
be
people,
like
hurt
that.
people.
Okay,
Because that's unfair
But hold on.
to the next person.
The thing about it is, that's okay when you're young.
When
But when you grown,
Yeah.
you can't.
No, I've
Right,
learned.
something like
I've
that.
learned since then not to play with people's feelings or whatever. But at that particular time when I was young and dumb or whatever, it made me feel powerful because it kept fucking over me so many times or whatever. I didn't know how how to handle it. And when I see you cry, like, oh, I finally broke you down, bitch.
No, I look at that as a sign of crazy. It
She is
ain't
a
broke
little
me down
crazy.
because in the end of the day, when I had a crazy one do that too. He was loony.
talking about.
And at the end, crying outside in the rain, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I am so not built for this. This is not what I'm ready for.
He played the music and all for you?
Everything. The boys to men, like on the side of 20 in Atlanta, like, and that's the busiest highway ever. It was so crazy. Because I remember, and I'm like, this nigga is psycho. This is not attractive. This shit is not what I want. And
Damn.
like, hell no, I need to run fucking fast. And that's what I did.
So since you brought that part up, let me ask the question. Can I?
Yeah.
My question is, now you say it made you feel powerful. This is what I be thinking, and you know my mind be going. He reminds me of powerful pussy, right? So I look at it like this. If you are able to do that with a man to the where he's so caught up, I often wonder if your pussy that powerful and you bring a man to that level, did you accomplish something? Do you feel like you accomplished
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I don't know.
No, because I mean it has repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it, like you said, you learned through time not to play with people's feelings.
Right.
But if I casually have sex with you and the shit is just that good, or the things I do turns you to a point where you're not getting that nowhere else, it's not my fault.
It's
You
not.
done went and done lost your mind. So I just wonder, as a woman, does that really boost you to a point? Because see, we always talk about men that got egos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I honestly think, and I'm just being real because I'm that type of person, where I always look at it from a male's perspective. I think that sometimes when it come down to men, they look at women as we got egos.
Yeah.
You know
They
what I'm saying? Because we play pussy games. We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a trump card. At the end of the day, if I don't want to give it, you gotta play my tune in order to get it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And a lot of times they will. You know what I'm saying? But then because so many other women are thirsty,
Yeah.
Go
it's
somewhere
like
else.
they just go somewhere else, and they'll do the things that you want. You know what is so crazy? My ex-mother-in-law gave me that example. She told me, she said, the things you won't do for your husband, another woman will. Now, any other time, you would be like, oh, no. You know, you'd be thinking like, I got to boss up. You know my response was? Let a bitch do. Because my thing is, what I say I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do. You're not going to berate me, you know what I'm saying, and bring me to a certain level. If there's some things that I'm uncomfortable with or things that I don't want to do, I'm not finna do it. You're not finna make me do it just because you're my husband or my man. No, you're not gonna do that, because if I tell you that this is not what I'm about, then that's not what I'm about. If those are the things that you enjoy, I'm that type of person. I'm strong enough to be like, that's what you want, then that's what you're gonna get. But it's not coming from me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because to me, it's a sign of disrespect.
Yeah.
I just feel that way. I feel like anytime as a woman, if you telling a man, because I'm verbal, so if you tell a man the things you like and what you don't like, even if you fucking with a woman, if you tell her what you like and what you don't like, I done became verbal with you. So therefore, it's some things that I done said to you that I don't like and you still want. I'm not that woman for you.
Yeah.
Go around.
That's facts.
That's good.
And I'm not mad.
And that's that.
What does a person have to do basically to keep y'all interested?
Ooh.
It takes a lot to keep me interested.
It take money to
Like
keep me interested.
it's not even money because I make my own. So with that being said, when you got a woman to make her own money, you got to bring more to the table than money.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
kind of
Because
hard.
what my father always taught me, never let a man buy you something you can't buy yourself.
Well,
So in my mind, I'm not gonna get with somebody that can't match my vibe. Which means if you can't shop with me, you can't be with me. So therefore, with that being said, that's a standard that I set for myself. It's no way I'm gonna be with nobody like that. Period. It don't work like that. It just never will. You will never be able to keep up with me. You will never be able to grasp my attention. You'll never be able to travel with me. You will never be able to do anything that I like to do because you're not on that level. And you can never bring a man to that level. You'll go broke trying to do it.
That's
yes,
true.
you will.
I did it with my first husband. I ain't doing it again.
Oh, where's the collection plate?
Man.
No, with that
Hey, I went through the same thing. I ain't doing it no more.
Yeah, you have to watch that. When you funding everything, yeah.
But see, that's my thing where I take money off the table now. You know what I'm saying? Can we do something? Can we still have interest? Can we still have common ground?
You got to be able to
Money
keep
was
my
not the-
mind.
That's what I'm saying. So in intellect. You know what I'm saying? To me, intimacy.
Yeah.
Damn sure intimacy.
Interesting.
And
Yeah,
then
it's a big
also,
part.
And you got to be into what we like.
Yeah.
Like in actuality, if I got my own money, you have to see what in particularly intrigues me.
Yeah.
Which means that's how you can keep me. It's not, like just what you can buy me.
Because that get boring though, right?
Exactly.
Don't they get boring, Candy?
and see, this is my thing. When you think about it, at the end of the day, I like the word partnership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, partnership means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's more so. It's a compound word for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have to
Work
two of y'all together. You have to work together.
Yes.
You got to partner up. Because to me, in my opinion, if you my partner, you finna look out for my best interest.
Yep.
Because that's how we build together. That's how we get places.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if I'm your partner, I got you. And that whole ship part, if that partnership don't maintain, there you go.
The thing about it is, can't
Yeah.
with money.
Yeah.
Say the nigga lose his job. Then what? How would the dynamics change in a household if he didn't have no job? And you was with him because he had money.
But don't that go back to like a part where what if he like, I don't know. What if he like a lawyer or a doctor or something?
does
He
that
making
mean?
that big money.
You
What that
spend
mean?
it just
It
as
still
fast
happens.
as you making it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, say he in a bind himself. What can you bring to the table if it's all about money? You got to be able to be that female to have that mind as
gotta
well as to make the money, because you have to be able to hold somebody to that standard. If he got the money to take care of you, you got to have the mind to make the money to take care
Well,
of you.
I'm with you 100%. I totally agree or whatever. I would only want to be with somebody if they can match me financially. I can't be with nobody who can't match me financially. And if something was to happen or whatever, I would have his back, until he got back up on his feet or whatever.
Right.
You
Because,
know,
sometimes
that's
does
only if
happen.
I take you serious. But if you a little play toy and you tricking off money or whatever,
And I call those sponsors.
Hello.
Sponsors.
Yeah, that's what
Be
she
100
like.
with you. That's
She
what
like
they
the
are.
sponsors.
They ain't nothing that's sponsored. You take care of what I need at that particular time. I'm just being 100. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
You can be a sponsor. You can sponsor a bill or two. That's what some do.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something,
I ain't never had
long-term,
that. Damn. I need to.
And that's how you gotta hold yourself to that standard. It's who you surround yourself with too. Because like they say, you can't have a mind of a millionaire and you hang with people making $5.
Well,
that part.
Work like
Ooh, tell us.
surround yourself with the same people, you get the same energy.
Yeah. That's
You gotta put
facts.
yourself in the right environment as well.
Like my friends are my friends. We travel for a reason. We are friends for a reason. Every one of my friends can come and bring something to anything that you need. Trust me, I got somebody that can do it for you. And they are willing to do it, and they down to earth. It's not I'm bougie because I do this. Everybody cool.
Yeah.
Smoke, drink, have a good time. But when it comes business wise, all of my girls got something behind them. And my sister would
that's
tell
dope.
you that.
That's good.
Everybody can bring something to the table.
That's good.
But you surround yourself with that.
and see, being the fact that, like I said, we're sisters, she's more sociable than me. I'm very close. You know what I'm saying? My circle is damn near dot. You know what I mean? I don't want to reach out to this. Want to reach out to this? No. I'm here, and everybody that's close to me is right here. And honestly, it's only been my childhood friend and my sister. That's it. Because I feel like when you have like-minded energy, you know what I'm saying? You pull in people, but the one thing you got to be mindful of, that person that you're attracting to you, and I'm speaking of girlfriends, and it comes to guys too. But that person that you attracted or that has been magnetized, I would say, brought to you, you got to be mindful, period. Because everybody that stay with you ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And everybody that say they fuck with you don't always stay with you. Yep. So my thing is, you don't look at me and still want what I got. Because now you envying me. You know what I'm saying? You coveting me. And why are you doing all that? If we're supposed to be like-minded people, what I'm going to get you, because you're supposed to be getting it. Or you already done got it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't grow with you. Not if you ain't trying to go where I'm going or to have been where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you got to be mindful of that. And that goes all around to the same thing as far as your relationships too.
Yeah.
I'm at this point right now where I don't want to be with nobody. It's selective for me. If I choose not to be with nobody, it's because I have not met somebody at my match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that
I'm
don't
not
mean because
dummy
she's
at that.
35 and over, she leftovers like that man said on the internet. Because I'm so sick of that
Yeah.
shit.
Are you talking about Kevin Samuels?
Honey, because he's working
I'm
my
tired of
damn
him.
nerves with that because my mama didn't get married till she was 40 and she was damn good cream of the crop. You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying to you? But it was her,
Right.
it was her choice.
Her choice.
That she decided to wait till she was ready. And she didn't depend on a man for a damn thing. So at that particular sake, with saying that, him saying that made me angry because I look at my sister who's single. And it's not that you single because of, I'm 35 and I'm just leftovers. No, it's
Yeah.
because you require fucking more. If
Yeah.
I got something, I don't want nothing less coming to me.
Yeah.
Why should I be with a man that can't match my fly?
Yeah,
Simple as
exactly.
that. I can't expect to eat Ruth and Chris and you like Red Lobster.
That's a whole different.
Different.
Yeah.
My kids eat in McCormick and Smith's at least once a week.
Oh,
So
man, that's
with
my
that being
favorite
said, I
restaurant.
got 15, 16, and 17-year-old girls.
Mhm.
So when they dating, what do you think they date's gonna take them? McDonald's is not an option.
Yeah.
I've set that standard.
Mhm.
But it's also, they also know to be humble. They'll eat a McDonald's and a Wendy's burger too.
Yeah.
But
I do all the
stand
time.
it. You know what I'm saying? But they require
Yeah.
more from their people. Oh, no. No.
Mhm.
My parents will give me this. I can't even accept anything less.
But you know, I also look at it like this. She's been married before, so have I. My thing
I'm a
is,
repeat offender.
when you get,
I'm on my second husband. We've been together 12 years.
but when you get to like, okay then. So when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So therefore your requirements change. You know what I mean? At first, when you all about that whole marriage thing, you like, aha, he, whatever. And it's all cute and blissful until shit really hit the fan. And then my thing is now, and see, this is another thing that me, then that's where it is. That address is that address. That's where everything stays. That's where everything remains. But when we got to start going in and out and here and there trying to look for some way to make us stand stronger together, what was the point? Like, like for real, what was the point? Because now that I've gotten past that relationship, and I was asked just recently, would you remarry? I said, yeah, I would remarry. If that person, honestly, if that person met my standards. And my standards are not ridiculous. They're not. It's just, it's not negotiable. You know what I'm saying? It's not no more. And that's because I've learned. So if I don't want to, if I feel like I just got to just be at ease with somebody, then I'm not trying to be no wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kick it with you. And that's what men don't understand nowadays. Just like y'all used to play and lay, motherfucker, I'll do it too.
Yeah.
Period.
Because it's my choice.
Right.
Period. Period.
And that's what gets me. I'm a real advocate for that. Like, a lot of my friends tell me that I think like a man, but it's because how my
I do
father
too.
and my siblings raised me
Yeah, I
was
do
to
too.
be mindful of who you surround yourself
Yep.
with.
Yep.
But it bothers me when men think that women can't do the same.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day, they have been doing the game for so long. And for women to do it, you get so angry.
Yeah.
And it bothers me so much because it's just like,
But your problem
big
is
man.
you're not delicate enough. Like you so rough around the edges with it.
I have brothers.
yeah.
I just
yeah.
feel like sometimes, you do need to cater to a man's ego at times.
do
and be
sometimes.
soft and feminine or
But
whatever.
how much of yourself are you willing to lose for a man?
I'm not.
Because one of my things I said with my first husband is that you never lose yourself for somebody
Never.
else. And I believe I lost myself trying to be somebody else
Right.
that I
For
was
him.
for that particular person.
Yeah.
Until you realize, okay, this is not who I am. I am who I am.
Yeah, I've been through that
Accept it
same
or
thing.
move the fuck on.
Yeah. That's what
Period.
happened with my first
So
marriage.
if I'm rough and you don't like how I talk to you,
Mhm.
then move around. Don't be with me. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that don't talk to me now because how I speak, because it's more as you
Right.
being a female. It's like, oh, you speak like a dude. Okay, well, if you don't
Yep.
like that, I have girlfriends
Dang.
that are in
I got the same
top-notch
problem.
business. Fortune 500 companies run their own boutiques, and we talk like this. This is business. This is how we talk.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you don't like it, don't be my friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Accept me
Dang.
or leave me the fuck alone. Period.
Period.
I'm not finna lower my standards no more for nobody else.
There we go.
If you don't like me,
That's
fuck
me.
off.
That's
Yeah, real talk. Like I'm just at that point in life because how we were raised was really
Right.
sheltered, and it was more to
Yes.
please other
Yes,
people.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
I've always been a long nails, red
Amen.
fingernail polish, lipstick. Yeah, where you don't do that. You don't do no. I'm tired.
Wear dresses
Don't
in
wear-
church
I-
every Sunday.
I hated wearing dresses, and then you can't have splits.
Yes.
It's got to be to your
No hoop
ankles.
earrings.
No red lipstick. Like who says
my
that?
Yeah.
Your nails can't be long. Like this
Yeah.
is so Jezebelish.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
they used to call.
Yes.
But
And
with that being said, you be who you are. And I've
That's-
always
yeah.
lived and I'm gonna be me. You can't change who I am. If my mama and my parents couldn't do it, nobody can do it.
That's crazy.
Not
You
even
say
my
that.
husband. He said all the time. He was like, she is just her. Shell is Shell. She gonna be her.
Yeah.
Regardless. Accept it or leave me alone.
So did your second husband, was he able to accept it?
He had no choice. But he's 10 years older than me. So he was a lot more laid back
He was
Seasoned.
settled.
than exactly than I
He was
was.
settled. He
Yeah.
was settled.
And I was 27 when I got with him.
Mhm.
And I will be 40 in November.
Okay.
So, and he was 37.
Mhm.
So he will be 50 in August.
Do you prefer younger men or older
Not,
men?
I've
No.
always dated older guys.
I've always dated older men as well.
And it's probably because my maturity, because how I was raised.
And it's so
Mhm.
funny because I always attract younger guys.
Yeah.
My ex-husband was 5 years
And
younger
she's
than me.
my older sister.
Why is that, TT?
Because first of all, I've been told I don't look as old as I am.
You don't.
Okay,
You look
I'll
young.
be 49 this year. And then I was told that my
Older guys
talk-
don't match her fly.
the way I talk.
I mean,
Yeah.
They don't like it. I mean, it's like it's more, and it's so crazy because I tell people all the time. I do have a 29-year-old son.
Mhm.
I have a 25-year-old daughter,
Mhm.
and then I have one that's going to be 19.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't. But this has always been me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I've always been who I am because that's just how I relate to things. I've never been the one who talks with all these eloquent words. And, I mean, I'm straight with it, and
Yeah.
I'm going to remain who I am. And I think a lot of younger guys think that's, oh, that's the older woman, but she bad with this. And They
Yeah.
always got something to say. They do.
But
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
raised to be professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I handle my
she
business.
talk one way,
Yeah.
and then you'll hear
You can switch
her
it
work,
off.
and you think,
Yeah.
like, who the
You
hell
would
am I
think-
talking to?
You can
So
switch
what's
it
this?
off.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Is this the same person? Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God. All right. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I can switch to that
I
white
mean, but
girl.
we from Peoria, Illinois.
In
I was one of 4 black kids in my whole school. I went to Pleasant Valley. So with
Yeah.
that being said, you know, we
Yeah.
learn versatile.
But I mean, it's just like, and then I
Switch
hear,
it off.
but you know, it's so crazy because a lot of the younger guys, they'll tell me, you know, you gotta understand where I'm coming from. It's not that I understand where you come from. I just accept who you are. See, that's
Mhm.
the difference when you're older and you have gotten to a point where I don't live in no illusion. I'm not trying to create somebody. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I
Don't
said
build a
before, I'm
nigga.
not building a nigga. I have accept you are who you are.
Mhm.
If you approached me and you got off the bus, that's just who you are.
Mhm.
If I gave you time and energy, that's because I chose to do so.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you to be nothing else. I can help you get to where I see potential in you, but I'm not. And see, as you said, as far as investment, I felt that before. You know, I felt like I invested a lot in my ex,
Mhm.
and we grew together. We did do a lot of things together. We made money together, and we made hella craziness together. But at the same time, when it was time to let it go, it was just time to let it go.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that's the one thing I will say about me is I'm not to the point where I'm hanging on to something that's done. If it's done, it's done. And a lot of times I'm calling a done card
Mhm.
because I'm not going to say if I got bored with you,
Yeah.
but if there's no more nothing for me to do in this thing, it's almost like a project. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And once it's done, it's done. And
Yeah.
I accept that. That's the problem. And I think a lot of us women, don't nobody know when to let it go. You know, my sister is out the blue. She showed up here and she bought a book. Talking about some let it go. And I'm laughing because I'm like, what the hell? This is all I've been on lately is letting things go.
Yeah.
Because really,
But it's
when you
called
learn,
let that shit go.
yeah, it said let that shit go. But see, the thing about it is when you learn to let shit go,
Mhm.
you start to see who you are inside and you can embrace who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you're no longer boggled down or shackled down with a lot of hurt from the past relationships or a lot of misconception from previous relationships,
Mhm.
whether it be with family or whether it's with men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing about it is when you learn to let things go, at that time can be a better you.
Yep.
And then that's when you become more marketable for the next man, for the right man.
Yeah.
For the white man. For the black
right
man.
man.
She said
well,
the
you said
right,
for the-
right.
I said for
Whether
the
they
white man.
or black, don't discriminate.
Hold on, hold
The white
on.
ones got them
My
accents.
chocolate. Look, I gotta get my chocolate. I love my chocolate man now.
But I say don't limit to your Sanders though.
Have you ever been with a older guy or whatever, and they are in a rush to be in a relationship because they feel like their biological clock is ticking?
Hell yeah, I just
Like
got
they-
out of a relationship like that.
Well, I know you have. Like they're ready to settle
Man.
down, have kids.
My husband had never been
It's
married.
everything is on a time limit.
Everything was.
Man.
He was the first. His friends was shocked that he even wanted to get married. He never even wanted to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the playboy in his group. So
Mhm.
when I came along, they like, okay, this young girl. So no. No.
I was pressured.
Plus, Scorpios don't never meet a man.
Oh God, don't.
That they don't want to. That
Wait,
don't never.
Wait.
Wait, I'm gonna say this. A Scorpio will never meet a person that will never be with them again. I'll tell you that much. So I can talk to whoever, and it's not a matter of time where it's a bridge that has been burned where you can make that one phone call.
Oh, we don't burn bridges.
Period.
We don't
Because
burn no
Scorpios
bridges.
Don't burn bridges.
I was pressured. Like,
You gotta keep that. You gotta keep that relationship.
Yeah.
Scorpio like to sit down and watch the bridge burn.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I
We'll
am.
set that bitch on fire.
y'all
Scorpios.
Scorpios?
We
Both of y'all?
Both.
Really?
Oh Lord.
And I married my
Scorpio
first husband was a
sisters.
Scorpio.
Really?
Yeah, we were 2 days apart.
Was that was,
Not at
did
all.
that work out?
We are when I tell you, shout out to Edric. We are so good co-parenting. He is my rock. Like when I say like Ace Boom, anything I need, drop the kids off for a hair appointment, nails done, there. But a relationship, we just not good together.
Yeah.
It
I
was
mean, like I'm
toxic.
just very like we're just. I mean, and it's not like it's just we just not meant to be.
But you know what? When you think about it, that's a male Scorpio and a female Scorpio, and what the boundary, what the headbutting is the dominant.
Yes.
The alpha.
Yeah,
Yes.
alpha male.
Because I'm very dominant and he is too.
So he
And we had daughters. So we had an Aries and an Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm like dealing with like, do you know what this is? You know, like with a Scorpio woman and these two women, Aries and Aquarius, what the world? Like I am like up against, but when I say I got the sweetest kids, we co-parenting, he's hands down the best thing to co-parenting with. But like we just can't be together. It's just not right. We're better off friends. And we've both said it to each other. Like our kids say that. And they work 15, 16, 17.
Was that like your only toxic relationship that you've been in?
You got a whole bunch.
No, I just had a stalker.
We got time.
Oh man.
got plenty time.
That was the singing in the rain thing I was telling you about. I had a stalker. And I wasn't even
man.
out of high school. Like I actually was like that was from like 11th grade until I was like
It was
19, 20 years
bad.
old.
It was
It
that
was like
bad?
3-4 years. Yeah, it was to
Man,
the point
it
where
lasted after school.
I couldn't go to work. I had to get a restraining order. Like he called us my mom out.
It was bad.
Like I literally kept tabs and a restraining on that man up until
What
I
you do
married
to
my
that
second
man?
husband. He was just crazy. We had met and I was in 10th grade.
So wait. I'm so confused. So you telling me he kept tabs on you when you were in your first marriage as well?
Damn, up until
Seriously?
adulthood.
When I got with my second husband, we lived in the same neighborhood that we used to live in when I was in high school
Hell,
with my mom's husband.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I was at the
no.
Publix.
What?
And somebody approached me that we knew mutually
Mhm.
and said, "Oh my gosh, Shell, he is still looking for you." And I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm like, what? I got like 3 kids that's in school and it's been like 20 years later. But like, oh my God,
Oh,
he just
no.
it
got
was
on me.
unfinished. It was unfinished for him.
Yeah. But
Oh, no.
I'm so thankful because he ended up holding his girlfriend hostage with a shotgun. Yeah, like so it was like
That's
crazy.
crazy.
So I was so happy
He in
that I
jail?
got. He went to jail for that, but he's not in jail anymore.
Oh my god.
But
He need to
because of
stay in
that, I
bars.
always make sure I know where he is, and that is always been
In
a
the back
thing
of
that
your
I've
mind?
always done because I have kids now. And
Right.
before I didn't like he showed up when I was 6 months pregnant with my first daughter.
What? At the hospital?
No, he showed up at my house, at my mom's house.
What?
I was yes, and she will be 18 in October.
Ooh,
So and that was
that's a real stalker.
when he asked about me. That I've been with 12 years. That was 12 years ago. But I was actually at the grocery store and somebody saw me that approached him about me, and was like, "You was messing with my old lady." He was like, "What?" And he just so happened like, "Chill." I just so happened I saw you at the store, and this just happened to me last week on Bouldercrest, which is the street over from where we lived.
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Oh my God, he's close." So then at that particular time, it wasn't my husband, but I went home and told my fiance, I'm like, okay, look, it's my stalker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
he like, okay, well, we ain't finna have that. But just thankfully, I just keep tabs on it
Yeah.
Mhm.
and to see where he lives because I'm able to like do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
what I say, gun up.
Yeah.
And she got her
Man,
license,
yes,
and
please
she got
gun up.
I've been
So
licensed
she
to
is.
carry
She
and
got
I've
it.
been
Cause
shooting
blow his
all
head
that.
back if he.
She said blow his head
But that
back.
was the most crazy. He even cussed
That's
my mom
crazy.
out. And that was
no,
the
no.
That was a
craziest-
last straw.
Yeah.
Like,
And then I was 6 months pregnant and he showed up at the house and when I actually He saw that I was pregnant. That's when the fear came because I was like, oh my God, he can hurt me and my
my
baby.
Yeah.
Because he was so angry, like, oh my God, you pregnant? I'm like, oh my goodness. And I don't know, God worked in mysterious ways because my parents had just left. Like they had left the house like probably 15 minutes before he pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know he was going to pull up. It just so happened I was at my parents' house at the time. Because I didn't even live there. But I just happened
That
to be
is
there.
crazy.
And he pulled up with his friend. He had just got out of jail.
Sound like a thin line between love
Love
and
and
hate.
hate. God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
That
So
lady
I
on there.
I really, like with my nieces, and I be real advocate, like with these niggas, y'all be careful.
Yeah,
'Cause y'all know
yeah.
what I went through, even with my kids, I tell them all the time.
Man, these niggas
Don't
is
get
crazy.
too comfortable because people is crazy. Like,
Yes.
yeah. And trust me, my mom was crazy, but he cussed my mom out. And I'm like, for you to cuss somebody parent out?
Yeah, that's out of line. He out of line for
Came
that.
to my job. I couldn't go to work. Like, it was, like, they called me, it's like, Shell, he outside. Like, he was walking. I worked at the bank at that time. He was walking around the bank.
Now, this I will say. I will say this because the guy she's talking about, I remember him. And I will say that like you said it before, you learned over time how to play with people's feelings.
Right.
Okay? When you're young, because they were young when they first started dating.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're young, you kind of wilding out, kind of feeling your way, feeling yourself.
And he was too.
So you ain't really thinking that
Mhm.
what you doing is really hard up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But when there's something about you that has captivated somebody, their fixation on you is just what it is. You can't, it has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen sometimes. I'm just being honest because I I was crazy at one point.
You
where
was
I
stalking
just-
people?
Oh, I ain't stalking nobody.
Not
I ain't
like that?
stalk, but I retaliated a
Okay.
lot. That was
Okay.
my problem. I was, and see, like she'll tell you, I didn't know how to let stuff go at one point.
Mm.
I was that type. You fuck me, oh, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for you hard.
Typical Scorpio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely. And like you said,
Y'all-
watch the bridge burn.
But you
Yeah.
never know
Yeah,
when.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Scorpio, it'll be 5 years later.
Yeah, y'all
And
y'all
you
sit
still
back and
stuck.
wait for
I'm like Carly
revenge.
B. I have beef forever. Like, I got people I don't like since second grade.
Yeah.
They will tell you I don't fuck with them. Like I will
My
see you in the street.
God.
Don't say
Hey,
nothing.
I do
to me.
too though.
Yeah, it's just
I
that's
do
just
too.
me. But we ain't phony. Like
Yeah.
I can't fake it. Like I won't even be in a room with somebody I don't like.
Now I've
You can
tried,
feel that energy be bad.
but I've
And I'm with
tried.
my end. I ain't gonna
Like,
try.
I
But you got
have,
one
though.
sidebar thing, and I'm
I've
going to
tried
fuck
to be.
off.
What I say is, I try to be cordial. That's my word.
Yes.
I said I'm gonna be cordial because I'm older now and I'm gonna be grown about stuff.
That don't work.
But it
People
doesn't
take fucking
happen.
advantage of that.
No, but the facial expressions, it gives it
Yeah.
off. 'Cause when you can tell I'm not feeling somebody, it's there.
Yeah.
And you know it's there.
Yeah.
And when it's there, after it's seen,
Mm-hmm.
then it's just almost like it just come up. And when it come up, it's just a wrap.
It
It's
is what it
just
is.
a wrap. Yeah. So I mean, but like I said before, sometimes it's just all about you have to deal with. I always feel like sometimes people kind of make you. You know what I mean? You don't. You try not to. You try to stay in your lane. You try to do your thing. You try to stay to yourself and stay true to who you are. But some people just have a tendency of like the surfacing in your life,
Mhm.
and when they do, they try to bring shit. And when they do, it's like it's so much time that it's only, in my opinion, she with me. It's only
Yeah.
one time you can bring shit to me, and I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna let you get that past that first time,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm letting you know there go your warning. That's
Yeah.
your warning. That's your conversation. That's everything all in one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting you know you bring it to me again, we got problems, and it's serious.
And it's up. It's stuck.
Has anybody ever pushed you to the point where, well, you just said you went to jail?
Yeah, a couple times.
How bad did they push you to go to jail?
But let me see. It's just, I mean,
One time.
I'm a type of person where I don't react right away. I don't put like this. This is the thing. With me and her being sisters, she's verbal. I'm not.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So therefore, whatever she feeling, she finna just yeah.
Just say it.
She finna come out the mouth with it.
You
Me,
physical with it.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just finna come for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if it's not with no hands, blowing shit up, I'm like fire. Yeah, I got a temperament, and it's a problem. You know, I
Yeah.
had to. She'd say I had to do therapy because I'm like, I got to get past this. When I had an altercation with my ex-husband, it was anger management classes. You had to get past some stuff because I realized then. But it's just like I was explaining before. I realized that when you get to a certain age level, a lot of shit you gotta let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Therapy helped me
Yeah.
let a lot of stuff go.
You gotta let go.
It helped me let
Mm.
a lot of stuff go. So with that being said, yeah, I agree. I mean, I still he ain't done with me yet.
That's
So
what
it
I
just
would say.
depends on the person. If it's my kids, my family, you finna see me go the fuck off. So it just, I mean, it just varies. Or sometimes I can be calm. You know, I don't know.
I'm a Virgo, so you know Virgos we quiet, we bottle stuff up, and then at one
That's
time you
not
give me
good.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just attacking.
But
That's
see,
how I am.
even if you take zodiacs out of it, right?
Mhm.
Your upbringing has a lot to do with how you handle stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. If you come from a parent, whether it's
Yeah.
your mother, your father, that was passive,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or if you come from a parent that was just out,
Aggressive.
just aggressive, just on 10, by 10, no time.
And we had
Mhm.
both.
Yeah. So it was
my
more or
daddy
less
was
like,
aggressive. My mom was really passive.
so it's just more or less like you develop. But see, with me, I would say because I wasn't so involved with the other side of the family, I would say a lot of it developed from just experiences.
Yeah.
Just like you say, when you hurt, some
Hurt
people
people
can
hurt
hurt
people.
and they will
Hurt other
you know,
people.
bring it out. They'll
Yeah.
retaliate hurt. Some
Yeah.
people hurt, like you said, they'll bottle it up
Yeah.
until it's an explosion, and they'll go to boom. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that hurt, they just don't do nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They don't do nothing. They just
That's unhealthy.
but they break down in the inside. And then you wonder why your relationships going forward is jacked up because you never got past your issues. You never got past the daddy issues. You never got past the abandonment. You never got past the relationship with your mama that you ain't got. And you never got past that man that touched you that shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's a problem with a lot of women, especially black women.
Behold that.
We have learned and been taught
To shut the
moving.
fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
In
black
silence.
women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you were taught to keep moving, when you were in relationships, that man is trying to figure out what the fuck is your problem, and you still on the focus. Bills due, kids got to be picked up. You're still moving. You have not yet dealt with self, and that's what I think that a lot of us need to understand. I don't speak from a male's perspective, but I will be honest. A lot of men they got a problem with black women, and I'm gonna say black women because it's a majority black women.
Yeah.
They got a problem with us because we are not good at communicating what we really feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep in mind, I'm not calling a black man stupid, but they simple. So you got to be direct with them. You got to tell them how you feeling. They don't read mind. They don't read body language.
Y'all hear that,
They
man?
don't read. And I'm serious. They don't read ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They have to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to hear it. And they have to hear it a couple of times in order for them to grasp it. And women are not good, especially a black woman, especially when she's strong or she's stressed out. She's not good at expressing how she feel. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you got work, you got relationships. And at the same time, you still dealing with some stuff inside. You ain't never even, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never got past, you ain't never dealt with. So now you just exploding on everybody where you expected him to do this, this, and thus. But when you got him, he didn't do none of that. So now you expect him to do the stuff that he didn't do to start with. And yet you're still sitting here demanding something of a man you already know he ain't capable of because he didn't have it when he came to you.
Right.
I'm thinking that stems from them being raised. Because I said that the other week. Guys are raised to be unemotionally available when women are raised to be emotional. Like, you're supposed to cry when you're a girl. Guys are taught not to cry. How can you have a wife that cries when a man doesn't even know how to accept that? Because they were taught men don't cry. That don't show emotion. So how can you be with a woman and they just take it that we're so strong that we can just continuously take it?
Yeah.
Or at the end of the day, sometimes it gets hard.
Yeah.
And they don't realize it because they were taught unemotionally available to us because as a males are unemotional.
Yeah.
They're not taught that it's okay to cry. No, guys don't cry. Bullshit. It just depends. If you hurt, you can. There's nothing wrong with
They
it.
shed a little
It's not
tear.
a bitch move to cry. I mean, shit, to share a tear. My husband, never. Like, no. Like, men don't cry. Bullshit. Your mom raised you wrong. Because if that's the case, you can express yourself. That's not right to say that when you're supposed to be a husband and be emotionally available for me. If I'm emotional,
Right.
it's no way. That's gonna work because you can never be there for me to understand me if you're not emotional because you'll think, just brush that shit off. You all right.
Yeah. That's
When that's reality,
that was
it's a
the
problem.
same
I have an
thing
issue.
with my
And you don't understand my issue.
Yeah.
because you weren't raised to. Because his parents told him, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
That's why I believe in timeouts. I believe a woman is entitled to a timeout. A woman, a mother, a wife, whatever you want to be. You're a woman, she a mother and a wife. You're a mother and you're a wife. I'm a mother. So guess what? We all entitled to a fucking timeout.
Really?
That means, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Our
That
aunt
means
has been
I'm
married.
done.
Our aunt has been married to our uncle for 56 years. I asked her, "What is the key to your relationship?" She said, "I take vacations without my
by
husband."
herself.
That is
That
the
makes
only
sense.
way because I can't be with them 24/7.
Yeah.
When out
Yeah.
there in their 80s, it's completely different. But like she said before, she traveled on her own
Mm.
because it gave her the sense. So with that being mine, I travel once a month by myself.
Yeah.
Wherever. Whether I'm in Tulum, Mexico, if I'm in Aruba, I've been to Aruba in 10 days. Well,
I mean, it
20
came
days.
to a point where I was at a build up, like just like you said, I was in my first marriage and I felt like I completely lost
Who you
myself
are.
and I couldn't figure out who I was because I was so used to being independent
Mm-hmm.
and I lost myself or whatever. I actually I had left him with the kids and I took off and drove to
I
Florida.
wish I could have.
Wow.
Shit.
Candy.
Yeah, but
What?
he was in
You
my
was-
house.
yeah.
So I wish I could have left him with my bail. I would
But I
have paid the
mean,
bills.
you call her name, but honestly, that stuff is needed sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really do need to because you never want to find yourself in a position where you are so stressed out to where you become physical or where you take that stuff out on the wrong people.
don't realize
you
how
have to
emotionally
break. Yeah, you do.
draining
You have
it
to
is.
It
break.
is.
That's why I said a woman is
Yeah.
entitled to a timeout.
I'm a
Like,
chef,
for
an
real.
accountant, a school teacher,
I
A
know.
every
Uber
damn
driver,
thing, a
shit.
nurse, a Uber driver,
Yeah.
a damn application filler, like all kinds of stuff. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that, and you a cook, a chef.
I ain't got it.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I
Yeah,
ain't been
it's-
married yet, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's very
I'm just
stressful.
looking outside looking in.
Yeah, it's very stressful.
Taking what we telling you.
Look, I still want to be married,
And
y'all.
be
If y'all want to marry
ready.
me, I'm ready. No.
And not anybody.
I used to
She ain't
Not
gonna-
I
anybody,
used
but
to
you
just-
know.
Don't be naive going into it either. Because when I got married, I was like, oh, we're not gonna have problems because all you need is
Just-
love.
Yeah.
That's
what you thought?
That was my.
The hell told you that lie?
I was like, all
The
we
first
need
night
is
was
love.
probably the night of the wedding.
I was like, we're not gonna go to bed mad at each other. We're gonna talk about our problems.
on.
It sounds so
Speaking of that, you
good.
said that when you first got married, you thought it was all this and all that, yada, 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 whatever. My thing is this. When you first get married, or even when you first get in a relationship, what is your take on the whole sex thing? Like, is this something that the requirement, the frequency, what is it that really you would say keeps your relationship healthy?
I mean, going into my first marriage, and even when I was engaged, I was like, I said, if you want all the sex in the world, I'm gonna give him all the sex in the world because I don't want him to go finding I don't want
She
him to
was
go.
in fucking la la.
I really was. I was like, I don't want him to go find it nowhere else. Whatever he tell me to do and he want me
She a
to do,
damn
I'm
robot.
gonna do it.
It's okay. Look.
Like if he wanted in this position, I'm gonna give it to that.
Damn,
know,
you was catering to this.
She was
Yeah.
reading the Bible.
So so in other words, you think that catering to a man is
That's the way I
basically
was
giving him-
raised.
But I'm saying,
Who
is
told
that
you
your
that?
definition? That when you cater to a man, is that more so giving him the things he wants, or is it giving him the things he needs?
It was just giving him the things that he wanted at the time.
But who told you that?
I was raised by my grandmother.
And she did that for your grandpa?
Yes.
Did you see that TikTok the other week when the girl
Not the
said?
TikTok.
Oh no, be honest. When the girl said all the times like my grandma would cook, clean, did all that, that was slavery. The nigga,
I ain't
the
seen
nigga
it.
did shit, but come home and eat while she did every damn thing else.
Yeah.
She needed a damn break.
I didn't see that.
2022.
You gotta show
Yeah.
me that TikTok.
My husband taught me how to cook because my mom and my sister did it for me. So with that being said, I didn't know how to cook when I got with him. They did it for me. My
Wow.
mom had, when I first got my husband, my second husband, my mom had a menu Monday through Thursday for me and my 3 girls. I was a single mom of 3 girls.
Mhm.
And I worked at the bank. So I had crazy hours. But she made a menu. My mom would cook for me Monday through Thursday. Friday was her off day. She would come to my apartment every day and bring meals for me.
Oh, you had a mama that loved you.
Wow.
Exactly. And if not, she would do it.
I did it.
So when I got with my
Seriously?
husband, so when I got my
Wow.
husband,
You
it
was
was
super spoiled.
That's
Exactly.
love right there.
So it's like you know, when I got my husband, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So it's like, because he's been on his own since he was 14. And
Damn.
he has 7 brothers and sisters. So it's like, oh my God, like I'm the baby. Everybody did everything for me.
Mhm.
Wow.
So I was accustomed
Mhm.
to a different way.
Right.
I had to learn his
She
way.
definitely.
So
was
now I go
spoiled.
down, I cook for every
Yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving. I'm the cooker.
But you know what, though? I will say this. Honestly, when she was growing up, I had just told her this. With her, it's just me and her. So it's just my mom only had us two. And I had told her, I said, unlike most sisters who have kids or have siblings or whatever, they like, I don't want her. But I was waiting for her because I wanted somebody. Yeah, I wanted somebody that was for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was by myself. We're 9 years apart. So it was like I had already had in my mind, as she growing up, I'm finna teach her to do this. I'm finna have her like this. And I kept saying, I said, she gonna be the coldest little girl. Because I had already had in my mind that I'm gonna teach her what to do, what not to do, what to expect, what not to expect, what to accept, what not to accept.
Yeah.
I was gonna have her fire ready because I just felt like that was a creation, you know what I'm saying? That was meant for me to watch, see her flourish. But I want her to be a no-nonsense motherfucker. Like, I really wanted her to not take no shit off of nobody. Because we had seen our mom be very passive. You know what I'm saying? My mother was a yes person. She was a pleaser. So every time you turn around,
who that sound like?
When you, but I'm saying, it filters into your family.
And how we were raised.
Those are learned behaviors.
In our church environment was to be pleasers.
Yes.
Was to do and
Hater.
ask. And some of us question that.
Yeah.
Which questioned you because you questioned, well, why I gotta do that? Exactly. Why you ain't doing it? You know what I'm saying? And that make you like, oh, don't fool with her because she don't want to do it. Okay, that's fine. But I ain't doing it. Yeah. I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I did. I definitely felt like my sister was going to be somebody I was going to be able to be proud of because I said that I'm going to make sure she equipped with everything she need to have. And it started young. And that's why I was saying when you go into a relationship, when you're talking about how you look at a relationship as far as the experiences and, what caused you to feel the way you feel throughout experiences, it's got a lot to do with your surroundings and who you're bringing, your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? If you brought up by a strong woman, but yet they have those kind of, and I just told her this, I said, we have protective skills that's off this world. So when you are a protective person, you'll put aside anything else to protect what you got. Your children, your man, your livelihood, your household, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You'll protect that. And to protect that means a lot of times you'll bow down to things that is not you. But you standing for it because that's what matters at that time.
Right.
And that's what I was telling her. To me, all around, when you think about a well-rounded woman, you look at the fact that those skills, those nurturing skills, got to still be able to have protective skills. But at the same time, I feel like you should also have battle skills, warrior skills, because you got to fight. You got to fight all the time. You got to stay on guard.
Grandma
you got
was
to stay
fast.
fight. Yeah.
Grandma was taught to shut the hell up and cook.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
That ain't life. Because now men expect women to work. How you want me to work a 40-hour week, sometimes an 8-hour week job, cook, take care of the kids, and you at the same time?
Yeah.
It's impossible. A bitch tired.
Yeah.
I need a break.
But see, the
Give
thing
me a
was,
trip to Vegas.
the thing was, I'm from Louisiana. He's from Nigeria. Two big, totally different cultures.
Combination. What
they're raised for
combination?
that.
Yes.
They need somebody of their culture. I don't think they should date Americans. Because we are so self-sufficient and they are raised for women to depend on them. Like women are to be barefoot and pregnant. Like I have friends like, so I mean, I've heard that before. Be barefoot and pregnant. That's what you do. You can't.
Was you barefoot and pregnant?
Make sure he cook. You make sure when he come home, he got a meal. You make sure his bath is ready. Like, who the fuck got time for that? I may be in the middle of a call.
Candy
at work.
did.
I did.
Candy had time for it.
Yeah.
I got my own business, my own. I may be at a cheerleading competition. I'm cooking.
Since you was in a relationship like that where it was a different culture and different upbringing, would you, from being an American black woman, would you classify some of his ways as narcissistic?
Yes,
Narcissistic.
absolutely.
The Nigerians are very narcissistic.
That he was very narcissistic or whatever. We've been together for 16 years. We got divorced, then decided to get back together again or whatever. But before we can get back together again, it took a lot of counseling, for him to see the error of his ways and the way he was treating me.
He raised for that.
Right.
Like they are taught from birth for that.
Right.
No. Yeah.
So it was a huge cultural clash between us, and we both had to learn the hard way.
Y'all ain't watched that 90 Day Fiance?
Talk to her. That's
I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't go through that process.
Like but it happened.
It
You
happened.
see the culture difference. The women come on here like, oh my God, you live here? Like, what?
Mhm.
This is what you get because they're accustomed to something else, and you are too.
Yeah, and his parents would, we would get into arguments or whatever, and they would always take his side, like he's the man. You should respect him.
His mama probably the same thing with his dad.
Yeah,
Wash his feet and all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
Well,
This is 2021. Women need to
y'all got caught
Boss
up with
up.
the marriages.
Fuck all
Goddamn.
that.
I feel left out. I ain't
Oh.
never been married.
good.
Good. It's
Damn
good.
it.
There's nothing to rush into.
Please,
There's
it's
nothing to rush into.
Consider. You need to be.
I'm just listening, giving the knowledge.
It really needs to be something that you
good for the young
want to
people.
do.
But you know what? I always say marriage is just like I say about first time having sex. It's not something you could just deal with physically. You got to be able to deal with that shit emotionally.
To me, it's just a contract.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
say.
a contract to bring two motherfuckers that is you be true to me, I'm be true to you, and that's it. Because it's just a piece of paper. Most people get married and it's the same shit. You go home with the same person the next day and it's the same thing. All you got is you just got the nigga last name.
Yeah, I mean, literally, when I got married, we got married at the courthouse or whatever, and I'm thinking that we about to go out to dinner to go celebrate. It was none of that. Came home, had to wash clothes.
Me and my
Taking
me and
care of
my
the
ex-husband
household.
Chill with his cousin drinking 1800. That was my wedding night.
Damn.
You think
That's lit.
you think that
That's
happened
lit.
next time around? I had a full out damn.
Yeah, she did.
I
All the
had
way.
all the shenanigans and everything.
And it's so crazy. Like with me, I'm a signs person. I do pay attention to signs. And when me and my ex-husband got married, it stormed that day. I said, "Oh shit, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work." We was literally married for 1 week before I noticed some issues, like for real.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Why did we do this? Why did we do this?" Because it was more so. I guess it was just so more so to just have the things done, the dynamics done the way that his parents had wanted, and the way my mom was looking at things. But that's when I had
You
learned
don't need
the
to be
hard way.
shacking up.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
be
of course.
laying with nobody. And we were raised Pentecostal, which was quite a strict religion.
Yeah.
Like no cussing, no cutting your hair, no
Yeah.
coloring your hair, no makeup. No,
Yeah.
I didn't wear makeup till I was like 14.
I feel like that's how you get to know a person when you live with them.
No, in our culture where we were raised, that is sin. You're sinning.
Well, I mean,
Because you shacking up. You
and
ain't
you go on
married.
date chaperoned. Like courting, you're a chaperone.
did
Like
court.
someone goes
You did
with you
court.
on your dates. Like
Wow.
this is how we were raised.
But that was old.
Yeah.
Because we
That's-
all didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, but
That's
it
back
was
in the day.
known to be
Yeah.
done, and it wasn't improper.
But
if you
see, it's
didn't
just like
do
you brought up a good point. You said that you feel like you know a person better when you actually just kind of like cohabitate, like y'all live together.
right.
And see, honestly, I think that even though I know that some things or some people may talk against it, I understand what you're saying from that because if I'm living with you and I see things about you I just can't do, that kind of breaks the relationship. I mean, it's only so many times you finna keep pushing the refrigerator, not covering it up. So many times that you finna keep, you know what I'm saying?
Leave that damn toilet seat up.
Where the floor is
fuck?
soaking wet from you taking a shower and you don't believe in stepping on nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's little
Yes.
trivial stuff though that makes
But
it
that
Yeah.
comes
Right.
us being set in our ways too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
You know,
That's
they had to
true.
learn your ways. You got to learn theirs.
Right. Ooh.
And it could be completely. That's why I say Shay Shay. It could be completely.
My name is Halo.
Oh, Halo. It could be completely overwhelming.
But you know what?
Completely.
Even with that being said, you got to think about it like this too. Until you have a moment to live on your own, I don't think you do need to be with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't know what it's like.
You
to
got to
come
know
home.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
be able to
Yeah.
know what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to be able to see your individuality on things. And then that will allow you to see how you handle things. Because
Facts.
honestly, when you
Facts.
come together, I always call it come together, the meeting of the minds. When you come together or what they say, have a come to Jesus meeting. When you have a
Situation.
moment where we're actually having a conversation as to what you like and what you don't like. I think that nowadays that's the problem. We're not verbal enough. So that's what I would hope you do.
Yeah.
If you are looking to get married one day or have a relationship, I hope that you have learned through the women in your life or the people that you've encountered
Of course.
to become vocal.
Yeah.
Because some men
yeah.
can make you be non-vocal.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
then when I get vocal, they say you complaining about it.
no.
They be like, "Oh, why you complaining?" You know what I
A
mean?
concern is not a complaint.
That's what men be thinking. Oh, why you complaining?
Depending
Like,
on the man you with.
There
Because
you
if you
go.
with
I'm
a man,
like-
he ain't gonna think it's a complaint.
right,
That's a boy.
right.
A man will know that's a concern.
That's a concern. It needs to be addressed. There
Yeah.
you go.
Because I see she's unhappy.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to make her happy.
But if you just want to stay in the boyfriend realm, then that's gonna be a complaint to him because you always bitching. What's wrong?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's
well,
what they be
'cause you just keep
saying.
getting boyfriends. You ain't had no man.
My husband motto is
Period.
wife,
We're the men that, y'all.
He says that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He know.
Yeah.
Like
He's
he ain't
had
crazy.
to learn the hard way.
Yeah, he ain't crazy. And when you is 50, you already know. I'm just saying, like you really gotta.
Yeah, but I think that is important. I think going forward, it's very important to be able to verbalize what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what you want.
Yeah.
And that goes from everything from relationships
Even
to
with her.
finances to sex. You need to be able to verbalize what you want. Because if you find yourself in a relationship with somebody who is going off what they think you want, then y'all all wrong. Because he finna go about it the wrong way. He might come strong. And then you stupid because you sit here letting him do shit to you don't like.
Yeah.
So now what? You know what I'm saying? That's
You
just
gonna
like
grow the lot like him.
So communication is key.
it's definitely the key because if you a woman who don't like to fucking have your pussy ate and this motherfucker think that's what you like and you sit here laying there like
It's gonna be a problem.
it's gonna be a problem because you're gonna get
Facts.
bored as shit. Like I'm being for
You
real.
gotta be vocal.
Or if you're a woman
that's
who
facts.
don't know how to suck no dick and he's steady throwing it in your face, you steady looking stupid. I mean, for real, that's a miscommunication. That's an unequally yoked relationship.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't like to suck dick, so don't come.
Yeah.
And he
Right,
said,
right.
well, she ain't the woman
Dang.
for me. Not a problem. We didn't waste each other's time. Move on.
Damn.
Right.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Women
Yeah.
are so thirsty nowadays to be in a relationship because they don't want to be alone.
wanna please
They
them.
don't want to have the
My
same
biological clock
responsibility.
is ticking.
Or they say that
I'm
I
40.
there you go. I gotta get married. No, you need to know you.
Yeah.
Because therefore, if you sit down with this man and he is a breakfast man and you don't even get up before noon, what the fuck? What you gonna do in that relationship? Because
Right.
now you're not gonna be who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
And like we have already established tonight, you do not want to lose who you are when you get into a relationship.
Yes.
Period.
So what is
Stop
the
moving
point?
to Atlanta. Think you gonna find a man? 'Cause they ain't
I'm
there.
scared to move to Atlanta, y'all.
Trust me, they ain't there.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Atlanta I'm sorry, like, I don't know. Is just I just think of
Are the
Atlanta.
men more on the DL side?
Yeah, that's why I think they all on the DL. I'm scared. Like, I don't
That's
want
why I
to
got
do
an
it.
old man.
But it's
Yeah, I
sad
don't
though,
know.
because you know what? In these days and times, your honesty is your best way to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real, if you bisexual as a man, you fucking bisexual. I'm gonna pick up on that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? There's only so many times that me and you finna look at a nigga. I'm finna look at a nigga and be like, damn, you looking at him too? Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the vibes I get from Atlanta. That's why I
Yeah.
be scared.
I
Like,
mean, it's not all Atlanta men, but you do have
Where
For the
you-
most
where
part,
you
though.
been in Atlanta?
for the most part, they be like that, huh?
You be down on 10th Street.
not on
I don't know.
10th Street. Don't be
She be down
telling.
there
That-
behind the house.
I'm scared.
I
I
I
don't
live
know.
downtown.
I was gonna ask both of y'all, but I mean, who has the stronger fallback game, men or women? But I could tell both of y'all seem like y'all got a strong fallback game.
What you mean fall back?
I mean,
Give me an
if
example.
anybody piss you off or whatever, it's like, no, baby, let's work it out.
What?
You know, we can get through this together.
No, it's good.
You know,
go
when you-
about your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they
It's
Yeah.
plenty fish in the
they
sea.
women, but they niggas like.
But you know what? And I look at it like this. Ain't no need of both of us being miserable. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You ain't happy, I ain't happy, bruh. We
Let
not
go.
finna be mad
I'm gonna let you.
about
I'm
it.
gonna let you
Let
do
go.
you. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
do you. I'm gonna let you do you.
Keep it
and,
moving.
Hey, we won't even end this on a bad note.
No.
I'll be in the street and I'll even speak. We won't even have no beef.
And I'm good with that. Like my ex-husband, his fiance girlfriend, he done been fiance with for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm all good. What's up, boo? Because she cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you.
Right,
You took
right.
that headache. It's all you, bro.
Mhm.
I'm not mad. We made money together. You know what I'm saying? We made sense together. We did not make relationships together.
Period.
So my thing is, I'm not mad about that. It took
Yeah.
me a while to get past, like you said, the investment part. Because I invested like a motherfucker in that nigga.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I got to a place where I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Am I who I am? Like, am I Tasha? Or am I his ex-wife? I'm not going to let your title define me. No, I'm Tasha. And I'm going to stand on that.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we get caught up in. We get caught up in titles. I don't want to be the girlfriend. I want to be the wife. Why?
Why you even gotta have
Yeah.
a title?
Why?
Why we just can't
This
have?
nigga here.
Why we just can't have a agreement? That's I think that's where women get the game twisted. They want this fairy tale.
I
A
told
marriage
you.
is-
I'm there. I'm
a
sorry.
marriage is not a fairy
I'm there.
tale.
I mean, I've learned that the
It's
hard way.
fucking work.
It's
and your
work.
parents taught you that shit watching that Ariel, all that stuff, the Disney movies.
I think that's what it is. I
Oh,
watch too
yes,
many
I'm
Disney
telling you.
movies. Yeah.
And it doesn't because it gives you an illusion that everything is like it's perfect.
Like Princess and the
not
Frog and shit. Like,
Sunshine and fucking rainbows every day.
yeah, I like
It do
that.
be cloudy.
But if
and
you're not
raining.
willing to compromise, if you're not willing to compromise,
Yeah.
commit and communicate,
Yeah.
vacate.
It's gonna be
'Cause ain't
days
no
you look at that nigga like
Yeah.
I'm ready to kill his ass.
Yeah.
Like
I
literally.
feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, normal quite often, especially over
Yeah.
a period of time.
Mhm.
Like you said, how long you been with yours?
16.
Yeah.
That's
and-
a long ass time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like 20 something, and I've been with my
Woo.
latest one 12 years. So at the end of the day, yeah, I was 27 when I got with him, and I'm gonna be 40. I'm definitely not.
So does it? So when y'all started over and y'all 20 years, 16 years, or whatever, how does it feel to start over? Like you invested this person for years, and now you got to start over.
It felt
20
like a
years.
breath
Later.
of fresh
How
air.
does that feel?
Once when
know
we
what?
had
I
divorced,
quit smoking cigarettes.
You know,
Yeah. Same.
I threw them bitches.
You
out
was
the
smoking
window.
cigarettes,
I
Candy?
said, I
Yes.
used
You
to
ain't
smoke-
tell me
I
this.
used
Yes.
to smoke Newports every
Wow.
time.
Black and Miles.
What?
Black
I
and
did that
mild
too.
wine.
And I got rid of them.
that was me.
Wow.
But you know what? I got to a point.
I learned
there was
something new
one
every day.
word. There was one word to sum up everything for me, and that was the word peace.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a peace.
don't know, like,
for
how
real.
How y'all deal
You know,
with that though? Like being in this relationship for 20 years and I
Done?
mean, was y'all like, y'all knew y'all wasn't happy or, I mean,
You know, if you be with somebody for a long time,
is it normal?
y'all know
or-
each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you can tell the difference. You know?
Mm.
I think it's
So you know.
admirable
Ah.
when you can let
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
When you
And
can,
be friends.
let me tell you something. Like with me and my ex-husband, we literally sat down. We sat down. I'm be honest with you. We sat down after a fuck session. We sat down. And I said to him, I said, you know this ain't gonna happen. Like this is all we got left. And when that's all you got left is just sex,
Mhm.
ain't no point.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Ain't no point. So I told him, I explained to him how I felt. He showed me what he felt.
Mhm.
And I felt like this. I was like, okay, well, this is the thing. We do make money together. Like, I'm serious. Like, he's smart in some areas,
Mhm.
and I completed. I mean, you deal with somebody for a long time. You learn to kind of finish up where they left off. This is the completing of a sentence. So we did partner up again. And I told him, I said, this is what we can do. As long as we can keep that line right there to know that we done
Mhm.
and we can make money together, I'm good. The girls is good. We good. You know what I'm saying? Let's just move on. Because right now, this is shit finna go to another level. I done been in jail a couple of times behind your ass. I'm not going back. The next time, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I'm just being honest. I felt like that. It was to the point where it was beyond the repair. You know what I'm saying? And it's no more, well, let's try it again. Let's try it again. No, we're not finna keep doing that. That's a repeat offender. Why am I finna keep? We know it's the same result because we're doing the same thing. I'm not finna keep doing this. You have grown into a way that I'm no longer with. We grew, but we grew apart.
Mhm.
And it's okay because it happens.
Yeah.
It happens for everybody.
Yeah.
There are times, but the thing about it is, as a woman, you got to recognize it and you got to accept it.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing because you see it. You see it all day long. You see it when y'all have gotten into a point where y'all are doing things differently or you're doing things separately. You know when it's over.
Oh yeah, you
But you
basically
just don't
like
want to.
living roommates.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
But my thing is, we can make a contractual agreement. You know what I'm saying? You go on about your business and get your address. But over here, because I'm going to house these children, I need this, and this a month. Let's just make this happen. We ain't got to put the white folks involved. We ain't got to go no courts. We just need to do things the admirable way. I respect your privacy and you respect mine.
Mhm.
You are no longer at this address. Don't be in my business and I'm not questioning yours.
Right.
It's the end of that.
Period.
I mean, you have to get to a point where you got to be grown.
Yep.
You got to be adults and you got to be accountable. And that's the one thing that we don't always like. We don't like that word accountability and we don't like acceptance. You have to accept when shit is over. It's just that.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is so good.
Wow.
This
Yeah.
is so good, y'all. Y'all dropping gems.
For real, for the women out there, y'all better listen to these wise women for real.
She said these wise women.
They've been through the wire.
I mean,
They already know. I mean, they raised by great women, so
So you
They
said
know.
at towards the end of your, well, were y'all divorced where y'all kept going back to each other, sleeping with each other?
no.
Or it was just that one time?
We ain't gotten divorced. We ain't got divorced. He didn't know we was divorced, but I had divorced him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I was done because I thought, listen to other people that was like, oh, well, Tasha, you won't move forward with your life until you let that go. Change the chapter. That's okay. But it didn't change because I was addicted to dick. I mean, I was his. And certain things he did, certain things he do that I taught him in the beginning. So like you said, when you invest in a nigga, you invest, motherfucker. It's some shit I done showed your ass that's catered to me. That hook is mine. It's curved to me. Shit. I'm used to it, and that's where it belongs. So I wasn't trying to let it go.
It be like that. It be like that.
When we done, I'm rolling over. This shit is empty because you going home. You know what I'm saying? And when you go home, I'm left there. You know what I'm saying? With a wet puddle, but your ass is gone. I don't get to marinate or hold me and all the other stupid shit.
Oh, lay on your chest.
Yeah,
that is stupid. I hate it. Shay know how I feel. I hate cuddling. That shit is dumb to me.
Really?
Oh,
God. We ain't finna go through the cuddling session again.
She ain't met the right man.
But I'm just saying, when it's all said and done, when you realize the fact that when you turn over,
if he was the right one.
But that's what I'm saying. Though, when you realize that you roll over and that motherfucker ain't dead because he don't went somewhere else, it's done. You left empty. You gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta take that little hella shower. You looking like
whole bath,
crying and shit.
Yeah, whole bath.
You know, you all up in the shower. I can't believe I fell for it this time. Yes, you can. You
did it.
You
did it to yourself.
You wanted it. But see, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, we had please. The shit was like, it was almost like he was living two worlds. You know what I'm saying? He was going from home to me, home to me, home to me, and it became a little joke amongst the people that knew us. They was like, shit, you moved from wife level to mistress level. I said, oh, never will I be that. That's when I got attitude. Because I'm like, so you see me as the mistress, motherfucker? I built this nigga. Fuck that.
I call it so wives.
Yes, she did.
She was on that from shit. TLC with the sister wives.
Yeah.
I got sister wives. I mean, I'm just saying.
I was so mad at her.
You need to watch. I told her she need to watch that show.
And I refused because I was like, that's not me. But in all honesty, that is what it became. You know, it became to a point, he and I had an understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. I handle shit. I handle bills. I took care of responsibilities. That's just how I was built. That's who I am.
She was a stripper.
So, and the other chick he was with
she made
was
money.
somebody else. She bought him money.
Shake her ass.
So honestly, ain't nothing wrong.
That was it. When you got a female that's smart and book smart, and then you get with a female that's not book smart, you have to keep both to balance, because that book smart female was the one holding your business together, but that shaking ass female the one paying them bills. So it's a difference. When you're short on one side, you need a bitch on the other. That's a sister wife. And that's what that shit was. Sometimes you need to.
It's a balance. It's a balance.
You want to make that bread. I ain't mad at you, but I'm just saying.
It's
the books is different. When you're making that money in the office and you're making that money on the pole, you need a both. I'll tell you that much. It was a collectively. It was a group. You worked together.
Yeah, we did work together for a while.
Kids and all.
We did.
I mean, like his kids loved her. Her kids loved my sister more than they loved their mama.
Oh, wow.
And I am telling you because they told me themselves. So that's why I'm like, wait, but that ain't your mama.
Damn.
Oh, wow. But it was okay.
This is sister wife. You raising a girl kid.
It was okay.
I'm just saying.
Yes, she did. And she climbed me. That's why I was saying when I said you got outsiders that was speaking to your relationship, that was my outsider. You know what I'm saying? She was like,
they called her from the school.
But you know what?
Seriously?
Yeah. But see, let me tell you.
Call they mama.
Like I told her.
but she wasn't a mom. And you got book smart, you got street smart. I'm not saying all strippers are like that, but some just, that's all they deal is to make money. It ain't nothing to do with their kids. It's all about the money I can make then. Your kids got life too.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of your children.
But you know, when you mentioned earlier, when you was talking about, do you ever feel like the position you was in, like you was getting over, or so much like, you know what I'm saying, like you was in a different place where the relationship you had invested in was going to another woman. I had seen things that they were doing together because we were in the same house. You know what I'm saying? We was in the same house. And we was in the same house not once but twice. You know what I'm saying? But at one point, I had a hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I let you and her stay here because I'm taking care of this. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking at the same time in my head, I was reminding you of just who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm that one. I don't give a fuck who you get with. You're never going to get this one out your taste. Like, this is the taste that was going to remain in your mouth. Literally. So,
speak it.
Is though.
For real.
Woman sense.
That's But
Man,
it
it be
is.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know how you heard that little phrase, your 80 and your 20? Oh, I was the 90. Fuck a damn 80. So therefore, I just felt like, you know what? I'm going to remind you on a constant daily. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy. Me and her had conversations about it. She was like, why you let them in your house? Because I know what I'm doing. It was going to balance itself. It was going to be okay. But I did that because, for one, I did still love him. And for two, I did see the fact that I did invest in him. And for three, I was mad at him for what he did to me. So I'm going to make you repeat this shit daily, every day. You're going to see what you missed in me. And that was his hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I did reap benefits from that. Yeah, I was paying bills at my house. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, when you would go to your room and she went to bed, he was coming to my room. So yeah, I did play those games.
In the ham and
yeah.
cheese?
Yeah, we had that.
Sister Wild.
Candy, you like, I ain't never heard that shit.
I just said that. Sister Wild.
Candy, you
I am baffled.
You done seen the show.
Yeah, I didn't see in the show, but I've never heard
people that's
like a real person that
Yeah.
went through it.
Yeah, it was like that.
When I say that, people think I be
And then-
playing. I'm like, I'm not playing, y'all. Like, really? Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when things changed up again and I ended up in their house,
The trajectory.
I didn't want over there, but because of the circumstance that it happened, he was like, she suggested that you come in. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Not for 1 minute, like I've discussed this with my sister. It's not 1 minute that she did not know what was going on between us. She knew. It was just a break from her because she really wasn't into him like that. Because before he got with her, she was on something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even in conversation, when she would get drunk with her friends, she would discuss it. She'd be like, oh, when I met him, he was married and I ain't know until this. And I'm looking at her like, that's something you want to parade about? But he and I never said nothing to each other about how she presented herself because that was her truth. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He and I had an understanding. Like I told him, I'm that type of female, and my sister did not like it at first. But like I told my sister, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I have an agenda, and I'm going to stick to it. So he can look at it like he want to look at it, but at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm running the house. I'm controlling the finances, as always. And if I choose to invite you in my bedroom, you're coming.
Oh.
Oh,
And that's what it was. So at the end of the day, just like I said, it was stuff that was done. I was not proud of, but at the same time, because I was hurt, that was my get back. So I was like, I don't give a fuck that bitch down the hall. I'm finna fuck you even more. It was times where she'd be up and she'd be upstairs in her live. And I would still be downstairs.
Candy like,
I'd be
what?
riding. It don't matter. The whole thing about it was that we
On her
had,
makeup tutorial live.
yes, we had an understanding. He and I did.
Lord have
But then when it came to an end where I was done, and I had looked at myself a little differently, and I had said, I want more because I'm better than this. That's when I stepped away. He didn't like it, but I stepped away. A lot of people, a lot of friends was like, dang, you got a man, you got your ex-wife. And at the time, they thought they thought we were still married. They was like, you got your wife in the house and your fiance. Man, nigga, you living like this. No, he wasn't. Y'all thought he was. But it was hard for him to keep up. And that's why I be saying to women, y'all don't realize niggas don't have it together like you think they do.
No, they don't.
They really don't. They really don't. They be stressed out because they can't juggle all that shit. They're simple. Remember, men are not complex. They're simple. So they really can only juggle what's in front of them. It's so often that they will fuck up. And it's so easy for you to be filtering their accounts while they fucking up because they don't pay attention.
Yep.
They don't pay attention.
Let me put that in my
And
notebook.
that's when I got the attitude. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm finna get paid for all of this shit. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm taking care of your children, I'm taking care of our children. And I'm still catering to your ass. Oh, I'm finna get something out of this. And that's when I just began to just get. And then at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, I walked away. I still walked away in a better position. Because not only I got to respect your bitch and you and your children, I still came out okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because anytime I call you, you're there.
Y'all better get some gems out of this. For real.
No, but I mean, you got to understand my whole thing and my dynamic of everything is I feel like this. You move according to how you feel. You know what I'm saying? If you feel hurt, you're going to hurt.
All right.
If you feel vindicated, you're going to show that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you feel like it's something that get back you're trying to get, you're gonna be vindictive. You're going to do it. And for a woman that's truly scorned and hurt, she don't stop. She don't stop until she see your ass hurt or broke down.
Yep.
And that's the one thing I was saying when I was like, we got to get to a point where we stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because it only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, You still are at home. You still by yourself. You still gonna look in the mirror and you still gonna look around. Are you really happy with yourself? Even though you might have robbed him for everything, are you really happy with yourself?
Hell
you
no.
Say, yeah, but you not.
No.
Because guess what? Your ass still empty. You still longing to be with somebody.
And broken.
And you still broke.
Sliding out in the shower like Mariah Carey.
Hell yeah.
My thing is, and that's why I say all the time, that's why you got to be what? Verbal. And you got to communicate how you feel.
Yep.
If you can tell, if you ever run across a man that you could just honestly tell them, you know what, I'm fucked up with you. I don't like how you do me. I don't like how you treat me. I don't like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then that's going to be done. And that's going to be respect. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, y'all. We didn't have some good gems.
It ain't been 2 hours yet.
Yes, it has.
For real? It'll say an hour and 20 minutes on there.
That's because we clocked in at that time. We got to get ready to go.
Oh, damn. I'm ready.
Definitely been a blast.
Damn.
Yeah, we had fun.
Got ATL in the house.
Had some some gems, and I done learned a lot from this marriage shit. God damn.
Ain't worth it.
I ain't rushing it, but I do want to get married one day.
Take your time, because a lot of young women do that, and I see that all the time. I tell some of my coworkers the same thing. Just take your time.
Yeah, of course.
It's not that serious. Y'all be so, I'm 30. So what?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Janet Jackson had a baby at 50.
Who
Who cares?
Janet Jackson.
I ain't trying to have no baby that damn late.
It don't matter. She look damn good. You only can't tell she had a baby.
I'm just not trying to have a baby that late. I'm sorry.
She did it when she was ready.
Yes.
At 50, God
So
damn.
since we closing out, what would you say that you would take going forward as far as to making yourself a better black woman?
Man, I'm going to treat these niggas.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus. Man, I don't know. I'm going to just be me, you know.
That's all.
I'm not going to act like somebody I'm not. I'm going to just be Shay. I'm going to just be Halo. Halo.
Yes.
I know I'm going to be 100 for real. Like, I'm not about to be somebody I'm not, you know, so that's really it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I'm like Cat Williams. If you keep attracting
Not Cat Williams.
keep attracting the same niggas, you got to realize what's wrong with your cooter. They keep attracting them same no good niggas.
Damn.
We got to find the right one.
Yeah.
Period.
Expect more and respect yourself more
Period.
to get more.
Tell the people that.
Because people be tripping. I'm telling you, ain't got to settle.
Don't settle. Please don't settle.
You
Don't settle.
You will definitely, you ain't got to find, they'll find you.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Don't settle.
A lot of
y'all.
women, I got to find a man. No, you don't.
It took me a long time.
No, I feel like a man should find me. I'm not finding nobody.
But that's how we was raised.
Woman, man, I'm not finding nobody.
How we was raised.
Yeah.
Man finds
Hey, yeah.
our faith.
That's the that's the Bible. What you mean?
Asking them out.
I ain't going up to no man at the grocery store. No, you come to me.
Really? Grocery
I proposed to my husband. Different.
You for real?
I did.
She got to find him in a
Oh my God, this is another topic. You proposed to your husband?
Yeah.
The second one or the first
second
one? Wow.
So it was like either we get married or we not. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't get on one knee, did you?
Hell no.
First of all, with my shoes and my heels, I ain't getting on that one. And you got me on.
I don't know. Like nowadays, I be seeing on the internet these women is getting on one knee and propose to these niggas.
No, I just simply, it was because we were becoming of age. So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Yep. And we was at Hillsburg. And it's like, so we gonna do this?
Damn.
Marry me, what we gonna do?
I salute
like,
you.
Boom.
I ain't doing that shit, but God, that you
And I done had this for 12 years.
Nice ring.
Wow.
Yeah, like people get upgraded. I'm like, hey, you gotta go way bigger than that. For 12, some get upgraded at 10.
You proposed.
But yeah. So you bought the ring right then and there. Yeah.
Wow, Shell.
And we went across to Smoky Bones and ate barbecue.
How did you feel about that?
Oh, I missed that restaurant.
What did you was
it's
you
in
like?
and out.
What?
They still have one open? Oh, really?
She know I didn't like it in the beginning.
Damn.
You know.
But
She
like,
know why.
hey, she know what she wanted, so I guess that's all that matters.
That's what she wanted.
Damn.
It was like 12 years later.
Damn.
I'm telling marriages work. Like it is
I ain't rushing at all, but I definitely
work.
still want to get married. I hate when them people be like, "Oh, don't have no kids."
No. But
I want to
came
have
into the
kids. I'm
situation
sorry, like I do.
with kids. He had a kid, and then I had 3 girls. So
Yeah.
it was a lot blended family. His daughter was already 13 13 at that 12, 13 at that time.
Yeah.
And I was only like 26, 27.
Oh yeah.
So I inherited a 14-year-old at 27 years old.
That's what I said. That's
Wow.
another
And my
topic.
babies were 3, 4.
You had
3 and
babies.
4 at
Yeah.
that time we got together.
That's
Now
why I
they
said
are
it.
26, finna be 18, 16, and 15.
Mm,
That's how long we've been together.
that's a long time.
Whole hell of a long time. To be a repeat offender.
I like that
Yes.
phrase.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all better take this advice, y'all. Don't rush it, please. I ain't rushing. I'm chilling.
Well, thank y'all for having us.
No
Definitely.
problem.
Yeah.
When I
Like
come
to
back,
cut
we'll be
up.
back.
Yes.
Please
Please come back.
We need some more information. That's
Yes.
a lot.
Is it once a month, come from Atlanta be hard. Be hard. It's hot out here.
Oh yeah.
Like, y'all hot be way different than Atlanta hot. It ain't. At least we got a little breeze. Y'all got that humid.
Yeah, it's hot as
humid.
hell out
I'm gonna try to
here.
get out here once a month.
Yes. When you come, please come back.
Definitely. And y'all gotta come to Atlanta to go on my podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You already know. Text my number. You got my number.
Yeah.
It's gonna
That was
be
a
lit.
blast.
All right, everybody. We're going to end this on Hey Bad Girl.
Hey, bad girl. This is Shell, and this is my godmommy Tasha.
Hey. Y'all have a good night.
Yes.
Have a nice one.